Portland Unified School District. In the Jewish Federation, she's involved in the YLD. She was in the Leadership Initiative. She joined the board. Last year, she became president of the YLD. And the good news is, she is continuing this year as well as president. Once we get you, you're hooked. So I'm going to give you, they're going to say something, but I'm going to have to do Dan next before you get to talk. No, don't wait, don't wait. Okay, Dan, you know,
I promise it'll be short. First of all, I want to thank you all so much for this amazing honor. And I want to recognize all the past winners, as one's leadership always leads to another. And without so many great and talented people who helped lay the foundation, this award wouldn't be possible. I especially want to thank the current YLD board, many of who are here tonight, as I believe one measure of successful leadership is having a talented group of others to lead with. I'm happy to say that our entire board is returning to serve for another year and will continue on these many amazing and successful plans and programs that were started and maintained. As many of us who serve on boards know that it's much easier to keep momentum going than to have to change and start up again. So I want to just take a second to recognize some of our board here tonight. If you're on the YLD board, please stand up. Any of us about some of our exciting upcoming plans. I also want to thank the incredible Federation staff for supporting, encouraging, and doing the work behind the scenes to make so much happen for our community. Your guidance and leadership and thoughtfulness make it really easy and enjoyable to volunteer for the Jewish community. I especially want to recognize Tova Bruins. Professionalism, enthusiasm, and exceptional work ethic makes my job as board president seemingly flawless. She doesn't miss a beat and is so thorough in her job that there is never any concern about what's happening between board meetings or after phone calls. I can always count on her and truly appreciate, and I know I'm speaking for all of YLD, every ounce that she has given to this program. None of us would be here tonight without her direction and leadership. Thank you, Tova, so much. This past year, I was given a mentor by the name of Amy Friedkin. I had no idea when I agreed to participate in the Lador Vador program that my mentor would be one of the great and influential leaders in our community. With such an impressive background in communal leadership, both locally and on a national level, it has been a real inspiration for me to have been paired with her. I feel honored and blessed to call her my mentor and look forward to learning more from her as our relationship continues. Of course, I would not be here at all if it weren't for my parents, Len and Carol Levine. Unfortunately, being back in Minnesota, they are unable to be here tonight, but go Twins, go Vikings. Some of you have already met some of my parents who come to a number of events. My mother was just at Choices, so they're especially sad that they couldn't be here tonight, but I guarantee if you haven't met them yet, you will in the future. Both of them started their careers as public school teachers, and my father soon after became a local city councilman and then went on to be a member of the governor's cabinet for 8 years. My mother retired after 31 years of teaching in public schools. Much of who I am today comes from the support, guidance, and love that I continue to receive from the both of them daily. They have always lived their lives with intention by providing meaningful contributions to have them not only as my parents but as my mentors as well. And finally, just a little story. I was at the beach this past weekend, and I was watching a flock of geese fly across the bay. Have you ever noticed that when geese fly, they fly in a formation, like a V or an arrow? And no matter what, there's always one goose at the helm or the front tip of that arrow. However, the leader does not always remain the same in the course of the flight. I learned some time ago that while they are flying, several of the flock will take turns moving into the front of the V. The reason is it conserves their energy. Each bird flies slightly above the bird in front of him, resulting in a reduction of wind resistance. The birds take turns being in the front, falling back when they get tired. In this way, the geese can fly for a long period of time before they must stop to rest. When I saw the geese flying in this way, it reminded me of in the Jewish community. I've realized that people who share a common direction and sense of community can get where they're going quicker and easier because they are traveling on the thrust of one another. This holds true for the East Bay Jewish community. There's never just one of us who makes the difference, but rather it's this community of people who love and support and encourage each other in creating the community that we are all proud to be part of. I look forward to many meetings and discussions and more community programs and be part of the continued growth and development of our East Bay Jewish community. Thank you so much.